Mr. Speaker, sir, I thank the Honourable Member, Honourable Nasir Tinadebe, for the question on the implementation plan for the Civil Aviation Master Plan 2026-2031 and the milestones targeted for completion in its first year of implementation. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Civil Aviation Master Plan 2026-2031 marks a defining step in positioning Fiji's aviation sector as a central pillar of national progress. These are first comprehensive and integrated aviation blueprints designed not only to guide sector growth, but to underpin broader national priorities, strengthening connectivity across islands, expanding access to global markets, supporting tourism and trade, enhancing service delivery, and reinforcing resilience in the face of external shocks and climate-related risks. For Fiji, aviation is a strategic necessity that underpins national connectivity, economic activity, and our engagement with the world. It connects our islands, links us to global markets, facilitates essential services, and plays a vital role in disaster response and nation building. Mr. Speaker, said the development of this master plan has been made possible through the valuable technical assistance of the Australian government under the Public for Aviation program. This partnership has provided critical expertise and support in shaping a robust and forward-looking framework. Mr. Speaker, said the master plan sets a clear national direction, a safe, secure, efficient, resilient, and future-ready aviation system. This direction is aligned with our broader development priorities, strengthening institutions, improving service delivery, driving productivity, and ensuring that infrastructure and connectivity are developed in a coordinated and sustainable manner. The plan is anchored on key strategic pillars covering safety and security, infrastructure and navigation, sustainability and resilience, institutional capacity, innovation and digital transformation, connectivity development, and strong governance. Mr. Speaker, sir, the implementation plan translates this vision to a structured program of approximately 60 targeted recommendations to be delivered over the period 2026 to 2031. It adopts a whole-of-government and whole-of-sector approach, ensuring coordination, accountability, and disciplined execution across all responsible agencies while building on initiatives already underway. It is important to note that the Ministry of Tourism and Civil Aviation has already progressed elements of the plan, particularly in advancing the modernization of the legislative framework, providing an early foundation for implementation. Mr. Speaker, said the first year of implementation is deliberately positioned as a foundation phase, with clearly defined milestones aimed at putting in place the core systems required for effective delivery of the master plan. These milestones include the advancement and consolidation of legislative and policy reforms to ensure alignment with international standards, the strengthening of aviation safety oversight and regulatory systems, and the enhancement of institutional capability across relevant agencies. In parallel, work will progress on national connectivity, planning to better align our air services with demand, alongside critical assessments of infrastructure capacity to guide future development. Further milestones involve embedding coordinated governance and implementation mechanisms, improving interagency alignment, and advancing digital and operational improvements to support efficiency and service delivery across the sector. Mr. Speaker, sir, these are deliberate and measurable steps that establish the institutional, regulatory, and operational baseline necessary to support sustained implementation over the life of the master plan. Mr. Speaker, sir, the Civil Aviation Master Plan 2026-2031 is a national delivery instrument that positions Fiji to strengthen connectivity, enhance resilience, and maintain its standing within the global aviation system. The first year establishes the critical foundations required to support coherent, coordinated, and sustained implementation across all priority areas. Government remains fully committed to ensuring that these foundations are put in place with discipline and rigor, enabling the effective rollout of the master plan over its full duration. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
I thank the Deputy Prime Minister, the Honourable